Hi, brothers and sisters. My name is Eric Besong. I just wanted to talk to you today about single dads. Most of the time we have painted so much this dark image, this negative image about single parents, or let's say, for example, single dads. Because in our society today we have so many young folks, like the young guys, that run away from their responsibilities. But the fact is, we have painted so much negativity about these young folks that when they confront a situation like, if a girl comes to them and says, I'm pregnant for you, they run away from that situation because, they don't visualize the fact that, that's some kind of next step in my life. They look at it like, oh my God, this thing is going to kill me. This problem is too much for me. It's heavy for me. But the reality is this, we make them run away from this situation because we don't make them understand the importance of being a parent. They took on that responsibility, they engaged in a sexual relationship, and now the lady is pregnant. So we instead have to make sure that we don't drive them towards that negativity and say that, you are nobody, you are stupid, you are an outcast, you are this, you don't belong. It makes them run away from that responsibility. And because we have painted this image of like only the young women out there, take on that responsibility, but we also have to encourage the young men out there to step up and make them understand that being a parent is a blessing. Because you were born, you were a blessing to your parents. So another life that came is a blessing to you. So we just have to encourage these young folks. We just have to make them understand, you don't have to run away from your responsibility. Instead, you have to embrace that responsibility because it's great. Right now, I'm a single dad of 3. And I'm fortunate. But if I was to say, I ran away from my responsibility, I won't be enjoying my kids today. And for me, I believe that both parents should be in a kid's life. But my main focus is those young men. I want to encourage them. I want them to make them understand that when you get to a situation like that, ask for advice, ask for counseling, ask on what to do to take care of your responsibility. Not run away from it. Not run away from it. And I want them to understand that don't look at what the society has painted you or the society has put you in a box and say, men are outcasts. Men can't take care of their responsibility. Most of the men run away from their responsibility. But you are a young man. Go towards a positive aspect. Okay, I'm a young man. This is where my responsibilities start. Ask for counseling. Ask for advice. Even talk to your parents. Dad, mom. Now, I'm a young father. What can I do to be there in my kid's life? What can I do to be responsible in my son or daughter coming's life? Because they are expert in that field. They will advise you on that instead of running away from your responsibility. Because when you run away, that is how you get painted more and more that you can be responsible. So my message or my advice to these young men out there is that step up to the game. Step up and challenge the society that paints you negatively that you can't be there for your responsibility. Step up and say, I'm a young man, yes, but this is what I brought into my life. It's a blessing that I brought into my life. So I will step up and take care of my responsibility. I will step up and take care of my child. Yes, it is hard. Yes, it is a difficult task, but it is something that is doable because we have so much out there right now that we can learn from. Trust me, when my kids came into the world, I had no support system. People were like, oh, they don't know what he's going to do. But trust me, I started taking care of my youngest, now who is 3. I started taking care of him when he was 4 months old. It was difficult, but I went to the child care center and said, I have this responsibility. What can I do to take care of a baby? What can I do to take care of a child? And they gave me all these books to read. They gave me all this advice. It was tough. It was tough. And it's not easy still. But I step up to the game and I told myself, I'm going to take care of my children. I'm going to be in my kids' life. I'm going to be in my children's life. I'm going to make sure that when they grow up, they know my daddy was there 100% in my life. My daddy was a positive figure in my life. My daddy didn't leave me hanging. My daddy stepped up and took care of me. Yes, it is difficult. But again, I repeat, there is so much resources out there that can help these young men take care of their responsibility. Let's give it to them. Let's remind them of those resources. Rather than pushing them away, let's remind them that these are the resources in place. You step up to the plate. You step up to the game. No challenge in this society is easy. Nothing good in life comes easy. It's the same like when you impregnate a girl, you have to be responsible, young man. Don't run away from your responsibility. That is just the true fact about it. So I want us to go out there and encourage all the young men out there to step up to the plate, to step up to their responsibility and say, you know what, I want to be a responsible father. I want to be a responsible young man. And that responsibility starts with taking care of the blessing that God has given me, of being a dad. And I want these young men to understand one thing too. There are some men out there, both young or older men, that want to be parents today, but are not fortunate to be. And you, as a young man, you have that possibility. You have that blessing to be a parent. Why not take care of it? Why not take advantage of it? So my encouragement to all the young folks out there is step up to the plate. If you can, ask for help. Ask for the resources on what to do to take care of that blessing that God has given you as a child. Yes, nothing good in life comes easy. Everything in life you have to, it's hard, but you have to be responsible about it. So I want to encourage all the young men out there to step up and listen to that inside voice and listen to that blessing that God has given you and ask for help. Don't run away from your responsibility. Ask for help. If someone comes and say, oh, I'm pregnant for you, join hands with her and see how you can take care of your son or your daughter or your child as a whole. It is a blessing. Don't run away, because when your child grows, they will ask you the question, were you there to take care of me? And you want to be able to answer that question. And trust me, it's a privilege. It's a blessing to be in your child's life. I have 3 little ones now, and I'm taking care of it. As a single dad, I am taking care of it, and I'm fortunate, and I'm excited, and I'm happy. I know there's so much that is coming ahead. And when they grow up, I want to be there and say, you know what? Yes, God, thank you. I did this. You gave it to me, and I did it. But if I was running away from it as a young man, I won't be talking to you today. I won't consider it as a blessing. And God will keep blessing me anymore, because I ran away from my responsibility. But my advice again to every young man out there is step up to your responsibility. Don't run away. Don't let the world paint you negatively. Don't let the world paint you as all men running away from their responsibility. When a girl say they're pregnant for them, they run away and say, "Oh, it's not mine. I need a pregnancy test." Excuse me, a test to show that I'm the dad. No, step up. You slept with her. You got her pregnant. Step up to your responsibility and be a dad. If you can, ask for help. There are so many resources out there. Ask for it. And there are people to help you. Again, shout out to all the young men out there, all the single dad out there. You are doing a great job. May God keep blessing you. May you stay strong and stay put. And you will see that your children will love what you have done. May God bless you. Take care.